Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be looking at some cars that are unusual, cars that are generally weird or have some weird features. If it's hard to get, then I'll explain how to get them. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Now, the Arena War Slam Van, I like to go for the Future Shock version. There's 3 different versions you can actually get for this Slam Van, but I must admit it's not the cheapest option on this list, costing 1.32 million to actually upgrade, and that's for all options. I like to go for the Future Shock option because it gives the more cleaner look. Sometimes you're not all about using the weapons and stuff, and you just like the look of this thing. And it's so unusual because it has this crazy big V8 on the back of it, giving it that stubby bob look. The fact that you can put nitrous on it, okay, when you do add all these modifications on, it's stupidly expensive for something. But look at it. What else is this like in your garage? No one has another vehicle that is similar to this. It's such a cool vehicle to own. And to me, it is worth spending all that money altogether. The wheelie options are great, amazing. Like, it doesn't always work the way you want it to work. And that's also what's cool. If there's a little pebble on the road, your car will like lose all its balance. And it's just so funny. Sometimes you're just stuck in a wheelie formation and it's not moving anywhere. But sometimes, if you're on the perfect smooth ground like a bowling alley, this vehicle will wheelie for a very, very long time, and in combination with nitrous, even longer. The Pagali, a Pagali that was released a long time ago, based off an old Citroen, a 70s Citroen. If you actually look at the number plate on this vehicle, it has its own design, just like the Fagaloa and a few other vehicles, but this one has it on the front and on the back. This vehicle came stock with yellow headlights up front and fog lights. This stock is one of the more unusual vehicles, and you wouldn't expect this thing to be fast as well. It is quite fast for when it was released. Handling wise, not so good, but what do you expect? It's front wheel drive, and that's a big thing as well, front wheel drive. This car is very, very weird. Now, the Go Monkey Ballista, definitely a weird one of the weirdest ones on this list, and it doesn't help when these F1 wheels are on it and this weird paint job that's on it. Now, this is normally accessible by reaching skill level 20 in the Arena Legend and winning a total of 210 matches, which it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it, but how do I have it? Again, this is another one that can be sold in the LS Kami, which is crazy because Rockstar made it so difficult. Imagine the people that actually did this, and it's so rare if they actually did it because not many people did do it. And now everyone can just sell it to each other on free mode in LS Kami, and now it's not going to be so rare, and probably less rare now that I making this video, and I'm going to give it to some people too. Now, the Messer. You probably all know why this is on the list, and it's because it's a lifted Messer, but without the bars around the edge. The Merryweather one has the bars around the edge. You've probably seen that up close, or probably got chased by them once. But you can actually get that same version, the lifted one, but without the bars on the edge, like you see in the video. Now, since GTA released, this has been a thing, but people have not known how to get it, and they've also gave up on trying to get it. Now it's accessible by the LS Kami. You can just sell it to someone there. But essentially how this vehicle is made, and it's what makes it weird as well, is the fact that it's made from the civilian Messer, the one that you see on the streets, or the one that the military also drive, the normal Messer, and then the Merryweather Messer fused into one, and it makes sense. It's a lifted, clean Messer. It's a merge of them both, and that's how it's made. You have to do a merge glitch, which I don't recommend glitches, but it's a merge glitch which you merge both of them together, and it makes this. And it looks so much better with the updated tire tread that they did with 4x4 wheels like 2 years ago. It just makes this Messer look so much better. The Lost Slam Van. Everyone's always wondered how to get this vehicle, and I think everyone knows the legit way. But if you know in detail how to get this, you probably gave up on the first day, because it is a 1 out of 20,000 chance to get this on the spin wheel. And that's the only legitimate way to get it. It's not an Arena War vehicle. You can't just get this by winning events or anything. No, it's all luck. 1 out of 20,000. Now, there's many other different alternative ways, like give cars to friends, but you cannot. These are all glitches, which are not recommended again. Not recommended. They're all glitches, and you cannot buy this from LS Kami. So it makes it even rarer, and then you have to obviously take risks to actually get this car. It's not that simple. If you ask me, you're not really missing out on much. It's the same handling and physics as the Slam Van. But if you really like this design, then yeah, then you probably are missing out. You know, the Vector, it's debatable to put this on the list because it's such a small reason why this is so unusual. And it's a stancing option on this. We had loads of different tuners vehicles. We had like the S2K. You should have been able to slam that a bit more. I know it's not all about slammed, but when you see a vehicle like this, which is new and has a lot of modifications, has a crazy amount of modifications, and how much you can slam this, it's almost a joke to a lot of other cars that should have been slammed more. This thing slams to the ground so much. It makes you just question it, like, why? It also does affect the handling. You do spin out more if you're more low to the ground, and yeah, it's just funny driving this thing. It's an amazing car anyway. It's really fast. Just the fact that you could just literally slam this vehicle is so funny and so unusual. The Chipwreck. Still a vehicle to this day, which the modifications on it have not been matched on any car. This has got the most unique modification list, where you can get cardboard side skirts, cardboard bumpers, scoops, spoilers. It's so funny, and it is a meme. Like, the Lada, normally people in Russia, just for a joke, put cardboard on it, make videos, and it's just a Slav life. It's just a bit fun. It's just a bit of fun, and they added that into GTA. And I like the fact that they've not added it to any other car, because it just shows sometimes Rockstar goes into crazy efforts. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes we do complain about the same splitter options on all cars. Like, not all cars, but there's a lot that I just copy and paste. But this vehicle has its most unusual, unique mods that are actually suited to real life, and they went through much effort to make sure that's the case. The Kalahari. I don't really have any way of explaining its unusualness, but you can see its unusualness. This thing is definitely unusual. It reminds me of the bunker carts that you drive around, and especially when you slam it. And when you slam it, this thing gets down to the ground. It's definitely not questionable about on why it's on this list, but I just can't explain it. Just look at it. Yeah, Kalahari, really cheap and a good option. I think a lot of things are forgotten due to time in GTA, and a lot of new members don't get to experience just fun, weird glitches that happen in the game. And the Rat Truck has one of them, or the Rat Loader, sorry, the Rat Loader. This is not the Rat Truck, this is the Rat Loader, even though it can get confusing. Not only can you just like remove totally the front of this thing, have the engine exposed, this and the next car on the list have this weird glitch that you can do in LS Customs, where you can remove a panel entirely. Now, to do this, as you can see, it says stock truck bed and basic truck bed. You want to click on basic truck bed. You always want to click on the option below stock, and then just flick in between both of them really fast and try and land on stock. So try and press X while you're on stock. This is used to like remove spoilers on some cars. It's really handy actually, and in this case it's just for a bit of fun as well. Now just keep flicking back and forward and then try and press X on stock truck bed. Once you have it, you'll realize that it's completely removed, and driving this thing around, it's just so cool to look at. You can see the axle working, you can see just the diff bouncing up and down, you can see the roll. It's so cool, and it's such, and then you realize like how much detail Rockstar actually put into this game. And then reversing this thing as well, you can reverse this thing through vehicles, which is a weird thing. You can't reverse it through walls or anything. You can reverse the bed through vehicles like I am doing in the video. It's weird. The Panto, just like the last car, the Rat Loader, the Panto also has some options where you can remove panels, but this one has a very big panel. It's the arches and the front kind of, not bumper, but trim that's in front of the behind the headlights. And you can also get rid of the roof as well. So this thing just becomes part invisible, and it's so weird, so weird to look at, so funny to look at. And it's the same thing you do. You just go on the second option and then go from stock to the second option really fast, and those panels will become invisible. Let me know in the comment section what you think is unusual, what vehicle you think is invisible, and then if I think it's unusual enough, maybe I might make a part 2 to this and include your comment. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. See you guys in the next one.